Tim had to stop filming at the Cosmo even though he had prior permission. And VegasVisual is trying to save the Mirage volcano. Gaz Dunn is finally back in Vegas at the MGM Grand, and starting at the UK airport, he drank for the first 25 hours of the trip. Eddie and Heather with their first Vegas vlog. They met this guy named Derek Stevens and say hi to Matthew, who only lives about 1 hour away in the Toronto area. After some mushy peas, Anthony gets in the mosh pit during the Pennywise concert, and Mercy likes her first punk rock show. For Fremont Friday, Mark hangs out with Santa and Steve D. Mark is just one man with one camera. Gaz learned that you need a passport to get a player's card at Resorts World, and he doesn't like carrying around his passport. Lady Trooper gave a snowman a slow, torturous death in hot milk. After 2 years away from Vegas, Grumpy Dad drops a quick $20 on Dragon Link Genghis Khan before heading to his Luxor room, and on his first spin, he wins $237.50, and he kept on winning all night. Matthew's dad had the time of his life. He has never seen anything like this trip in his 65 years. Chris turned 75 last Tuesday, and he spent the day with Valerie and the troopers. The highlight of the trip so far for Gaz has been sitting in the bars with Steph or friends, like at Vegas Vicky's. Bridger is back in Vegas for Zorkfest, and on his first day at the Plaza, he has one of his best nights ever. It was a major night, and Matt almost went to bed in the morning. Day one of Hamdi holidays for the Kinos, and they hang out with Seeking Vegas Sunrise and a Good Times Productions. Andy gets a shout out from Big Elvis at Harrah's. Then they check out Pauly Shore. Mark looks for Santa Claus at the Bass Pro Shop. Mark, just look in the mirror. Gaz goes to the Legacy Club at Circa with the boys, and he had one of his best nights in Vegas. First full day in Vegas for Bridger, and he had some breathing problems at the Legacy Club at Circa. Ben Heath is back in town after 710 days, and so is the cocktail of the day. Ben eased into Vegas by drinking for about 23 hours straight. For day three's drink of the day, Ben goes to the chocolate bar at New York, New York. Steph is on fire downtown with slot play, and with comps, this trip is paid for. Matt Bridger with a great sunrise over Fremont before 2 group polls at Zorkfest on Friday night that turned out pretty good. Fremont is dead on Friday, but Mark does hang out with some subscribers and vloggers. Danny went to Virgin, but was not impressed or even happy. On day 4, Ben has a pool party at It's Sugar Candy Store, and he thinks that the Hard Rock has gone mental because they want to get rid of the Mirage volcano. He says it's utter madness. Bridger with the final 2 group polls from Zorkfest, including a $500 group poll. Matt said that there will be no group polls when he comes back to Vegas for New Year's Eve with Suzanne, because that is a couples trip. But there will be group polls next year.
I'm Steve Wynn, and this is my new hotel, the only one I've ever signed my name to. Can I get down now?
Jay visits some hidden gems downtown. Jacob wonders if you can trust the Best of Las Vegas list by the Review Journal. Bror says that the Bellagio picked up $200,000 worth of coins from the Bellagio fountains, and the money was given to the MGM Foundation, which helps children and the needy. Vegas Best Ideas snuck into town and keynoted DLVTT, who told the other me about it. Then Thomas super chatted Mark while he was sitting right next to him. You can go to a local gun range or do what Josh and Rachel did, and that is shoot an M249 machine gun at targets on the ground while flying in a helicopter with no doors. Mention JR Food and Travels for a 10% discount. Ernie and Mo talk about their history of vacations and how they started watching Vegas vloggers. They want to do 2 vacations a year, and one will be in Vegas. Jason says that Las Vegas was the last place on Earth that he thought that he would be living. Kia gets 3 things from 2 vloggers and a supporter. Mark figures out that all of the contents in the minibar cost more than his 1-week stay at Delano, including resort fees. Denise shows Callie a secret passageway at the Bellagio. JR talks about the best Vegas vlogging memories of the year, and he is having a contest. Submit a video up to 60 seconds talking about your best tip or trick. JR will randomly pick one winner who will win $25 from Amazon. So, Pennies has found his match, a thermostat that gets too cold. Jacob talks about the changes for 2022. Jason says that you should stay on the strip for 2022. Mark's YouTube challenge tree is a real challenge. Nick, Joe, Thomas, and Tom E. never found the tree and decorated a random tree instead. Norma checks out 3 fine dining hidden gem restaurants with Las Vegas Phil. Sean and Mark talk about someone who got robbed at Resorts World. Alan interviews a Good Times production at the El Cortez and learns about their beginnings as a vlogger and gets an update on Andy's cancer treatment. Tim tried to do his first walkthrough at Cosmo, and he even got permission beforehand, but when he started filming, he had multiple staff telling him that he could not film even though he had a business card and email. The Cosmo is still Tim's favorite hotel, but he won't be doing any more walkthroughs for a while after this experience. William Eddy is on location talking about the history of the second resort casino on the Strip, the Frontier, which opened in 1942. But the land is now just a vacant lot just south of Resorts World. After 852 days away, which is the longest streak, TJ returns to Vegas from Denmark, and he will be helping the Danish-speaking world with information and tips on Vegas. TJ will have some vlogs in English. Crystal with her first episode of Shout Out Sunday, where she will shout out a person, place, or thing that deserves special recognition. And Sleepless in Vegas is episode number 1. Boar reads 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Milk and cookies were not included. Andy and Simone with part 1 of Vlogmas as they return to Vegas. Tomorrow is the Mirage Volcano Candlelight Vigil at 9 p.m., which is in support of keeping the volcano. Vegas Best Ideas will be the official live stream, but everyone is welcome to live stream. Honor the past, celebrate the present, and influence the future of the volcano. I will be taking a 2-week break from the show. The next day of coverage will be January 3rd, and the next show will be on January 10th.
Hello, I'm over here. 3 years ago, I stood over there, introducing you to Wynn Las Vegas. Now I'm following it up the best way I know how. This is Encore. Next time, we do this in the lobby.
Here is the Vegas vlogger list. Gad's Done from the UK has been added. He has about 400 subs. Mr. Las Vegas Cruise, Travel, and Drink is also added to the list with about 225 subs. DLVTT, who is Thomas from Denmark, has reached 100 subs this week, so he is now on the list. Here is the weekly scheduled live streams. Here are the vlogger events for next year so far. There is a chance of rain later this week. And here are the monthly averages for Vegas.